Hey everybody! So here I am. I'm charging the truck. I'm charging the car up. It's not a truck. I'm just sitting here at the old charger. You can see in the background. There's the what was formerly known as the Mirage. Someday it'll be the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So yeah, I'm just sitting here charging up. I'm at the Electrify America. It's this little spot between Caesars and what was the Mirage over there. And I thought I'd just go ahead and, I don't know, make a little video and talk about, I don't know. What should I talk about today? Heck, I don't know. What I haven't even thought of a title. I'm supposed to think of the title first before I even do this. I guess it's just me wondering, like, if I could do things differently. Oh, man. If I could go back and do things differently, knowing what I know today, oh yeah, you bet I would do things differently. People always say like, "Oh, I wouldn't change a thing." I think they're full of shit. I think maybe they're afraid because if they did change anything, like if you have kids, of course, you don't want to do something that's going to like erase your kids from history or anything like that. You know, but also it is sort of, well, hypothetical. I mean, it's not like you can really go back in time. It's just an exercise, I guess, on trying to learn from your mistakes, type of a deal. When we talk about if I could go back in time, but basically that type of a question should be utilized, just I guess, as an exercise to learn from your mistakes. So, like if I could change things, I don't even know if I want to even get into it. It is kind of one of those things like where you can kind of beat yourself up, you know what I mean? If you're not careful. Like, I should have done this and I should have done that and I wish I would have done this, you know? So, yeah, but I have lots of things that I would change, that's for sure. But as far as like maybe in the short term or not going like way back to like when I was 12, I would have ate that ice cream or something. I don't know. That's a stupid example. But you know what I mean? Or, when I was 18, I would ask this one girl out. Or when I was, 25, I wouldn't have had that last drink that really got me in trouble. Stuff like that. But without going back way far, but maybe just going back to the last couple of years, I think I would have done things differently as far as like just when it comes to ride share and renting these cars, handling my money. I mishandled my money. There's so many things that I know. But I do feel like I've learned a lot of lessons. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, I'll get better at it here at age 64. I know. Someone called me a loser today because I'm 64 and I have a credit score under 600. Or no, no, moron. It was moron. I was called a moron. Which, hey, it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue that when I mean, yeah, I'm 64 and I have a credit score of under 600. So it's hard to argue that I'm not a moron. But I actually don't think I'm a moron. I mean, come on. But I do think that I've done stupid things and just irresponsible things, the way I've handled my finances, and so yeah, whatever, moron, whatever. Okay, hey man, but I always land on my feet. You know what I mean? And I've been in these situations before, and I always manage somehow to work my way out of it, work through it, stay the course. And I do have confidence in myself that I will, you know, that I will rebound. And I will have that high credit score once again. And I will have, all my bills paid, my debts paid, and, and all that kind of stuff. I have confidence in myself that I will do it. So at least I got that. At least I got that going for me. At least I got that going for me. I got the confidence thing going for me. So, there's that. It's like, I was talking to the Dalai Lama, I was talking to the Dalai Lama, and he said, what did the Dalai Lama say? I forgot now. I forgot what the sage advice was that the Dalai Lama told, what was Bill Murray's character's name? Carl, the groundskeeper in Caddyshack, right? Man, I got that going for me. But I forgot what he said. It was something like, some gibberish or something, Yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to have to watch Caddyshack again now, because I forget the line. But yeah, so hopefully I've learned my lessons. And I guess the point to people who might be watching this is don't give up, man. Don't give up on yourself. Have confidence in yourself. No matter how low you think it is, just, sometimes you just got to ride it out, and you'll get through it. Sometimes it just takes a while, but you'll get through it. Get through these hard times, and take it one day at a time. Stuff like that. Each day, sometimes things can seem like overwhelming, or like there's no way to, whatever it is that you're struggling with. Sometimes it might seem like there's no way. This is just too big of a problem, too big of an issue. So sometimes you just got to take little bites, little steps, little chunks. Just do it little by little. Just do whatever you can handle for that day. Just that little thing. Don't look at the whole thing and go, oh my God, I'm never going to get through this. This is huge. This is humongous. So just take it one. That's what kind of what one day at a time means. You're just taking it, and even if it's a half a day at a time, maybe it's a 4 hours at a time. I don't know, but just take whatever you can handle. So that otherwise it will get overwhelming to you, and you'll give up. You go, I can't do all this, So just do what you can do, little bit at a time, and before you know it, you're through it. Whatever that thing is, whatever that obstacle was, whatever that problem was. Now, I know I'm painting some pretty broad brushes here, pretty big, generalizing, lots of generalizing, but there's a lot of people that could be watching, and so we all have different issues. We all have different problems. So I'm just trying to sort of speak in general terms to kind of address, a wide range of issues or whatever. But just take it little by little. And if you can make some progress every day, a little bit of progress, that's great. If you don't make any progress on something, at least try to maintain where you're at. Try not to lose any ground. And if you do lose a little bit of ground, then you can go, okay, well, tomorrow we're going to get it back. Just take it one day at a time, one little thing at a time. Otherwise, you get overwhelmed. It's kind of like sometimes if the house gets too messy. Let's say you have a house or an apartment, whatever it is, and you've got, you got some bedrooms, you got some bathrooms, you got a kitchen, a living room, and don't even get me started on the garage, but okay. And let's say everything's all a mess. Everything's just a mess. And you're like, oh my God, I got to clean this house up. I got to clean this house. And you're like, oh my, I can't do this. This is too much. Well, okay, maybe just start with the bathroom. Just clean the bathroom. Don't worry about the rest of the fucking house. Excuse my French. Just do the bathroom, okay? And you clean the bathroom. You get it all, scrubbed down and washed down and wiped up, and you clean everything out. Scrub the shower out, scrub the sinks, mop the floors, empty the trash, clean that fucking toilet, clean that nasty ass toilet until it looks all nice and sparkly. And then you can look back and you can go, God damn, this bathroom is nice. This looks nice. Now the rest of the house looks like shit, but the bathroom looks nice. Now, depending on how much energy you got or how much time you got, you could leave the rest of the house for tomorrow, maybe. Or if you got time, maybe take a little break, go get a little lunch or something, take a little break, and then work on, I don't know, maybe the kitchen. And do the same thing. And the kitchen could be all fucked up. And you're like, oh my God, look at this kitchen. So then you break that down and go, okay, I'm gonna do the dishes. Okay, so you do the fucking dishes. Excuse my French again. And then you do that. And then you're like, I gotta clean this messy ass oven. Look at how all the grease and all this shit that's splattered all over the place. So you clean up the oven and the stovetop and the splash guard and everything around it. You get all that grease that's been accumulated. You wipe that shit off, and get it all nice and sparkly clean. And then you look at the fridge and you look in the fridge and you got, okay, look at there's like rotten food. You got, okay, take all the rotten food out of there. Get everything that's bad out of there and get it in the trash. Take it to the dumpster or whatever. And then if there's stuff that leaked in the shelves, you can take the shelves out and wash the shelves. Get the shelves all nice and clean. Before you know it, now you've got the dishes done. You got the oven and the stovetop all clean. And now your fridge is all clean. Okay? Now go along the counters and get all the counters all cleaned up and wiped up. And if you got stacks of mail or whatever, organize that shit. Or at least put it in a pile where you can organize it later. If you got sometimes people just have stacks of mail. Like I do that sometimes. Organize your shit, your keys and all that kind of, whatever you got laying on the counter, your kitchen counter. Get all the, those dirty plates and dishes laying around. Get those and wash those. And, and clean that counter, all your countertops. Get them all wiped up and cleaned up. And then, your cabinets, make sure those are nice and clean, inside and out. And then do your floor. Mop, sweep and mop your floor. And voila, you're done with your kitchen. Now you got your bathroom's nice and clean. And now your kitchen's nice and clean. And then like I say, I don't know what kind of time schedule you're on. I don't know if you're expecting people to come over or, it's kind of different. If people are coming over at 5, okay, then it might be a little bit different. But if you're not having anybody over and but you just want to have it clean because it's bugging you. I mean, I know, speaking for myself, if I have a dirty house, dirty, things are all messy and dirty, I can't function. I have to have it. Sometimes it gets out of hand and I notice, why am I not functioning? It's because your house is a fucking pigsty. That's why, John. So, you got to go through and you got to clean shit up, straighten things up and get organized. It's because otherwise your brain is just, whenever it sees the house, that's all it's thinking about. And you can't think about some other important shit that you got to think about. So clean your fucking house. And like I said, if it's overwhelming, do one thing at a time. Do the bathroom, do the kitchen. Okay, now the next room. Maybe you'll do the living room. Because if someone walks in, if you have a guest, a friend comes over, at least when they walk in, the first thing they see is your living room, probably. So hopefully you can get that cleaned up, and that's a big mess. Okay, so just go through, pick one corner, and just kind of work your way across. If you got a bunch of clothes laying around or shoes or whatever, take those, put those away. You got stuff all over that, if there's coffee tables and end tables, pick all this shit up. Start dusting. If you got, I like to dust. Vacuum, get everything vacuumed, straightened up, and voila, now your fucking living room, excuse my French, is good to go now. If someone pops over, at least when they walk in, they don't go, holy shit, where do I even sit down, you fucking hoarder, or whatever. Excuse my French again. So get that shit straightened out. And then all you got, okay, now I don't know if you live in a mansion and you got 15 bedrooms, I don't know. But like for me, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. But I've lived in houses plenty of times. I've had 2, 3, 4-bedroom houses, and multiple bathrooms, the whole thing. So, if you got most people, let's say a typical house might be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. So you've cleaned your bathrooms, you've cleaned your kitchen, you cleaned your living room. Now you're going to hit the bedrooms, okay? Now if you have kids, of course, your kids' rooms might be all fucked up, excuse my French. And hopefully you've got the little bastards helping you if you do have kids. Anyhow, but if some people are single, some people don't have kids, some people, you all have different situations. So I'm speaking in general terms here. Go clean up, pick out a bedroom. I don't know. I don't care which one. You got 3 bedrooms. You're only going to start with one. You're not going to do all 3 bedrooms. Maybe the smallest bedrooms, because usually there's a small bedroom or a couple small bedrooms, and then there's the big master bedroom, right? So pick out a bedroom, just start from maybe the nearest spot by the door, and just work your way across, picking up all the dirty clothes. Make the bed or change the sheets, change the linen, whatever you got to do. Put things in the laundry. Straighten up if there's toys or there's just stuff in there. You got whatever you got. Organize your shit. Get it straightened out. Get it organized. And if it's a lot of stuff that needs to be organized, like it's just piled up all over the place, then that's when you're going to have to break that down and just do a little bit at a time. A little bit, work your way across the room. Don't just throw your hands up in the air. Oh, God, no, I can't do it. That's why you're in the problem you are in the first place, because you threw your hands up in the air every time you looked at it and said, I can't deal with this. So just deal with a little chunk of it. If all you can do is a little, 4 foot by 4 foot little chunk of that or whatever, 3 by 3, then do that. And then when you've got that little 3 by 3 area worked out, then move over to the next 3 by 3 area until you get that room taken care of. If you are a hoarder and get rid of some shit. If there's stuff you can throw away, throw it away. If there's stuff to give away, have a giveaway pile and give it away. Or whether you give it to Goodwill or you put it out on the street and say stay free, get rid of some shit. You don't need to have a bunch of shit. Excuse my French. And then if it's just stuff that you're keeping, but you need to organize it, then organize it. And get little containers, get boxes, figure out, filing cabinets, whatever you got to do. Organize your shit. Don't just have it laying all around. That's what makes your brain go crazy. When you see piles of shit, and you're like, how do I do this? How do I fix this? Your mind just goes crazy subconsciously. That's why you get behind, because you don't organize and clean up your shit. So clean it up and do it. Like I said, if it's a room that's really just been building up, just do it a little bit at a time, 1 foot at a time, 2 foot by 2 foot at a time. Get this shit organized. And like I said, if there's dirty clothes, get those into the laundry pile. And that should be probably wherever your laundry room is. If you have a laundry room, or if it's just off to the side of the kitchen, or if it's out in the garage, get a laundry pile going for all the clothes you've been picking up while you've been cleaning up. And then so you do one room at a time, and so you get that room done, and then you do the next room, and it's the same thing. You just start from the corner, and you just work your way across, clean all the shit out, organize it, get the dirty clothes into the laundry, get stuff that needs to be thrown out, throw it out. Stuff that needs to be organized into a filing cabinet or to a box or a storage thing, do that. Make those hard decisions. Sometimes we're like, I don't want to throw this away. I don't want to give this away or whatever. Sometimes you might have to make some hard decisions. Do I really need this? And I know I have things that I'm sentimental about, and I don't like to get rid of. But then sometimes I've had enough, and I'm like, I'm getting rid of it. So sometimes you got to make those hard decisions. Get rid of shit that you're not using. There are some things that are sentimental, and I think you should be allowed to keep those. Some things, but there are some things where it's just like ridiculous, you know? Don't be ridiculous. So then you get to the other bedroom, and then you just do the same thing. Don't let it overwhelm you. Just take it in little chunks at a time. If it is something that's overwhelming, for some people it's not overwhelming. We're all kind of wired a little bit differently, right? But for some people it's a little bit overwhelming, and so you just take it in little bites, little chunks, one little step at a time, one little chunk, one little section at a time. And you'll get it. If you keep doing it, then next thing you know, you look back and your house is all clean. And you're like, Jesus H. Christ, look at this. I cleaned this effing house. And then you should make an effort to keep it that way. Don't let stuff build up. Don't let stuff pile up. If you see stuff starting to pile up again, then get on it before it gets to be a huge mess again. Right? Keep things organized. Keep things, done. If you have laundry piling up, do your fucking laundry. Excuse my French. If you got bill or mail piling up, well, go through your mail. Don't let it just sit there. You got bills you got to pay. There's stuff in there you got to address. Go through it. If it's junk mail, throw it in the trash. If it's old, outdated stuff that you don't need anymore, throw it in the trash. If it's something you got to take care of, make sure you look through it and take care of it. Don't let something expire or whatever. But yeah, so once you get it all straightened up, then your goal should be to maintain it. And I know we're human beings. We're not machines. It's not perfect like in a magazine or something, or like a model home. When you go see a model home and it's all beautiful. I know we're human. We're messy. We do stuff. Life happens. Especially if you got kids, kids are coming through. Teach your kids how to clean up after themselves too. Have them be involved. Have them be your helpers. Instill that in them. But just don't let it get out of hand. Once you got to clean up, you're going to see, okay, this is starting to pile up. Let me just take care of that. And then you'll notice that if you do take care of it, then it's done. And it's not getting back to that overwhelming stage that you were at, So that's my lesson for today. I don't know. I swear to God, I had no intention of making this a how to clean your house video or anything like that. It just went there. This was organic. I was just sitting here at the charger, and I thought, you know what? I got 20 or 30 minutes to kill while I charge this thing up. And I'm going to make a video. I had no idea what I was going to talk about. And I think I made some good points there, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe. Sort of, kind of. Did I make a good point, hopefully? I hope I made some good points. And if nothing else, I hope that you found it entertaining, because you're like, this guy's an idiot. That guy who said he was a moron, he was right. I don't know. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching the video. Those of you that got this far, if you got this far, this is going to be pretty much the end of the video. So if you got this far, maybe in the comments, you could just write Caesar's Palace, since I'm sitting right here on the back side here of Caesar's Palace. And if you don't spell it right, I'll still count it. Because Caesar's is weird, right? The way it's like, I don't even know. I'm looking for a sign, but it's like, is it C-A-E? It's a weird spelling. It's a weird Roman spelling. Those Romans, they spelt Caesar weird. Anyhow, yeah, if you got this far, just put in the comments Caesar's Palace. And I'll know you got this far, and I can go, that person's cool. That person stuck with me through this monstrosity of a video. And I'll know who the extra super cool people are. But anyhow, guys, thanks for being here. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to try to do videos all the time. I'm just going to do it. And no one's going to stop me. No one can stop me. but my regular live streams, Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time, Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time, Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. Pacific time, Saturdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Those are my regularly scheduled live streams where I do more of this. This is basically what I do, except there I'm reading everyone's chats. I just read the chats back to you. I mean, talk about lazy. I don't know. But I think I could do it in a somewhat entertaining way, hopefully. So, guys, okay, we'll see you then on those live streams. And be watching for my videos and any impromptu live streams that I might do. Because sometimes I do. Ew, that didn't sound right. All right, thanks for being here from between the old Mirage and the Caesar's Palace. Thanks, guys, for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe if you would. I would love it if you would subscribe to me. And share, too. All right, bye-bye.